Hey guys, it's your boy Pat. Welcome back to the next episode of the Hollow Down Cigar Lounge. We're going to give this a second because, as technology would have it, our guests up here have had great connection until the introduction started. So, we're going to give this a second, and this is how live business works. They'll come back. So, um,
Are they muted?
no, they just lost
I
their
see the
connection in the middle of the intro, and it kicked them out. So.
I see the mute thing on their mic. So
Yep.
you
Nope.
can
It
just
just it
coming
just
back.
dumped them. So
Right
we
on.
did
Well, how
all
you
the
doing,
testing
brother?
ahead of time, and they were here. So when they come back, we'll do the introduction all over again.
Well, I'm
Um,
excited to learn about what they're all about
I
because
am
it's
too.
a very cool concept,
It
and I
is.
think you're going to see more and more of it.
I think you're right. And our goal here is to introduce Dale and Delia from Simple Man Mobile Cigars, which we'll get into when they get back. But until then, uh, Gus, what's up, man? We are.
Gus, how you doing? What you
Oh,
smoking, Pat?
I just took the footband off, but I am about to smoke a Crown Head Las Calaveras
Oh,
2024.
that's 24, the pinky
Yep,
purple, right?
yep, that's 24. Now, let me make
That's a
sure
good
that.
one. I like the 23. I think out of the most recent years, the best. The 20, it's a yellow orangey band. That's the
Yep,
broadleaf version.
I think I'm tied between the 23 or the 21 maybe.
I don't know
That's a
if I've tried. Is 26 out?
It is
I don't know if I've tried 26. What color is the band?
green.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, and I do
Yeah,
have some
green.
actually. I got a little sampler, and I haven't tried it. Um, I'll have to try that one. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, I've had one. I think I have one more. Maybe. I know I've got like one of each of the last few years. It's kind of chilling. Um, well, our friend Dell's messaged us. Let's see if we can get this worked out. And this is the beautiful thing of live technology. We're trying to come back, and don't want to start this show without him. Well, don't want to continue the show. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Hey,
Well, all right.
you know, if
I don't know
if
what
you want
happened.
if you wanted a fashionable introduction, you could have just said that. But
Right. Had to be all bougie and show up last,
man.
make an entrance.
Well, we kind of talked about it, but this is Dell and Delia.
Ain't nothing better than grain
That's
entry,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Nothing better than
People
a great
notice.
entry. So this is Dell and Delia from Simple Man Mobile
Ugh.
Cigars. So I kind of let the people know who you are. We're going to get into what you do in a minute. But say hello to the people and oh guys, now that you're here.
Well, hello.
So we understand internet issues, so if it drops you guys out
Oh
again, we
yeah.
will work through it. Can't control the internet in the middle of a show. You know, not much you can do about it.
Well, Dell, what are you smoking?
Nope. Nope.
I've got the new McAuliffe
Oh,
Orange. It's fixing to be released in first
so
of
you have
October.
exclusive access to it, huh?
So it's going to be a medium body cigar. Well, when you order some, they give you a sample every now and then,
Oh,
so it kind of helps out.
there you go.
So it's a nice medium body cigar. So it's going to be a lot of people to smoke.
Okay.
They describe it as it's going to be a Connecticut wrapper, San Andres Habano binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. It's going to give you some medium smoke with cedar, pepper, and tone of sweetness.
Yep. I tasted the pepper in there because I do the cold draws. I don't smoke. Um, I prefer it that way. But I do all the cold drawing, and I do get some of the notes out of there,
Oh,
so
you
it kind of helps
absolutely can
me
taste that stuff cold
with
drawn for
explaining what
sure.
the cigar is
Yeah.
and the flavor.
I agree. You don't get all of them, but you get different ones when you cold draw.
So we see our friend Gus Wimbear from South Florida has
Yeah.
joined us,
Hi,
watching.
Yeah, he's
guys.
commented a few times already.
So we specialize in Texas brand cigars. So we have, of course, McAuliffe, and then some cigar that y'all reviewed here not too long ago.
Is that the TCR? I couldn't see, Del.
And so,
Yeah.
yes. So we have Texas Cigar Roadshow with David Skill.
That is a fantastic cigar.
Mm-hmm.
That was our
Oh,
accidental
yes.
introduction to Steel City in total was
I'm meeting
Skeleton.
Dave.
Oh, yeah. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
crazy. He goes out and wrestles alligators.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Losing them again.
Can you guys hear us?
Nope. It's going to be one of those days. It's okay.
They go.
They go. It's okay. We got an hour and a half to figure it out.
I don't know if
Hey,
I brought enough cigars.
I
only
know.
brought 2.
Hey, it's not the first time. I've gotten kicked off my own show before. You've got kicked off your own show before. You know?
Well, I might as well give props to Renegade Cigars here for this
Go for
little
Yeah, what you
this
smoking?
little beauty. It's called the Commitment Issue. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Commitment
yeah.
Issues. And it's a little 4x40 box press. And I'm told that it's made by Adventura.
Okay.
So far, so good. I'm really digging it. It's my first one.
And I know,
Nate from Nate Simmons sent them to me with a recent purchase. He threw a few in the box for me to try it.
and I know Renegade does a lot of work with Aventura, so that connection makes sense.
Yeah, that's down in Dell's neck of the woods, right? Renegade?
Yeah.
How far is he from Renegade?
Well, Dale and Delia, can y'all hear us again? Still working it out.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
We were just talking about Renegade cigar.
Okay.
Are you
We're
guys
trying to-
too far from Renegade?
Where's that one at? I've heard of that.
That's in Richardson. So it's
Richardson,
over
okay.
on Dallas.
I mean, Texas is
now,
a
is
little
that a
teeny
Texas brand
state,
cigar?
so
Oh, yeah.
Texas is just a
Well,
little place.
Just
is that a
teeny
Texas
tiny.
brand cigar?
well,
Oh,
it's
is
a
that
lounge,
It's not okay.
Renegade Lounge. Yeah, and I was just talking about one of the cigars that one of the guys sent me there. That was one of their house blends.
Yeah.
Aventura does for them.
Okay.
Renegade is one of the elite lounge accounts for Adventura. So he
Yeah.
does Adventura. Well, technically not Adventura, but Henderson makes their anniversary stick every year.
Yeah, and it's really
So-
good. I got another box of those
ah,
because they sold out like within a half an hour.
they do.
And
They sell out.
Nate was putting my thing together, and we were talking about that cigar. He's like, "Would you want another box if I can get you one?" And I'm like, "Yep." He threw it in there
Yep.
for me, so I paid him a small fee for it.
Yeah,
Of course.
of course.
Well,
Mhm.
Well, Dale, delete it while hopefully the internet will stay connected for you. And you didn't hear us say this, but we were laughing a little
We were
bit
trying.
because there's nothing you can do about internet. I've gotten kicked off my own show in the middle of a live. Chad has gotten kicked off the show. So and we had y'all groovy up until the intro started. So there's nothing you can do about internet. It's not something we can control. So we'll just work it out. But so the reason we guys brought you on is to explain the full little circle, and like several other guests, NFG, the event in Fort Worth that all the Hollow Down people have heard us talk about, is kind of where our connection with you guys came. And the stick that you showed us, that Texas Cigar Roadshow David Skelton handed to me and Justin, who wasn't able to jump on the show tonight. And we just decided to review it on the show.
Lowry's a bum.
Larry's a bum. We just decided to review it on the show on a whim. You guys saw it. You guys talked to us at a NFG this past year, and we said, you know what? Let's full circle. Let's bring you guys on the show. So, as far as your business and what you do, explain how you guys handle your mobile business, because there are a couple different ways that people do this, and I would like to hear what you guys do and how you actually handle Simple Man Mobile Cigars.
So one thing we really do is we utilize 2-horse trailers. So our first one we call M1 was a small 2-horse trailer. The actual box on it we worked out of was only 6 foot long, and so it was kind of cramped a lot of times in it. But we just go around East Texas at different events. Of course, we do like Canton First Monday Trades Day. We do a lot of things like that. But we just go around, and we do set up a lounge area in front of our trailer with chairs, tables, and ashtrays. And we set out that kind of environment. But all of our cigars are positioned behind us on the trailer. And so it gives us opportunity to talk to our customers, kind of interview where their palate is. You know, if they're a beginner or if they're more experienced, so we can kind of match the cigars with what they enjoy and they like. So then in January, we bought our second trailer. It's a little bit bigger, still a 2-horse trailer, but a little bit bigger. And same thing, we have a little bit wider space in this one to both of us can sell simultaneously. And we go around with it also. So she pulls the trailers, one of the trailer with her Jeep. And a lot of times when we're camping far away from us, we have to take our travel trailer with us. I pull the travel trailer with my truck. And so we go out where people are at and introduce some people or reintroduce people and expand on the Texas brand cigars a lot of people are not accustomed to. They're used to the big name cigars, and since we are a smaller sales window, we can't sell every brand that's out there, so we decided to specialize in Texas brand cigars.
I like it.
So I'm assuming you carry what's the big Texas cigar, Pat? That with Jacob's Ladder, Desert Rose, and
McAllen?
You're talking about Southern Draw.
That's
Southern Draw.
Southern Draw.
Southern Draw, yeah. You guys carry Southern Draw?
Yeah, Southern. And we started out with them, but they lost their Texas distributor license, so it's a little bit struggle getting them right now, bringing them back in. But we used to sell them quite a bit. Rosa Sharon was a big seller for us.
Yeah, that's a good cigar.
But we had them for a while. We have McAuliffe Cigars, which is a big brand for us.
Yep.
We have Ohana Cigars.
Yep.
We have we just picked up a new one that started this year at PCA, San Jorge Cigars. He's a great guy. He always checks with us quite a bit. Of course, we have Tony Rollins with Steel City. Of course, he's blended the Texas Cigar Roadshow for David Skelton. Of course, we have Warfighters.
Yep.
You know, we pick up that little brand.
Oh yeah,
they sell
Texas
very good for us
too.
also.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got several good brands in Texas. I mean,
yeah, because Tony's actually out of Texas, even though he's a Pittsburgh boy.
Yeah. Everything is.
Yeah, he's out of Dallas.
Technically, he does operation out of Waxahachie, but
Because Casa de Sueños is down Texas, right?
Well, Casa de Sueños was originally California.
Yeah.
But he's got the owner of Casa de Sueños. I think his name is Patrick. Forgive me, Tony, if you're watching, if I'm saying the wrong name, but I think it's Patrick. But he's over there. But all of Tony's stuff is right there, and
isn't Jamon out of Texas too?
Oh,
Definition.
Definition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamon's a great guy.
Definition.
Yep. That dude's a trip. He's got one of the biggest
We're
smiles
going to pick
I've
up
ever
his
seen.
cigar.
Go ahead, Dale.
Yes. we were going to pick up his cigars, but one of our things is we need them in cellophane because we take them out,
Yeah,
and
that's
you know
tough when
we
you
do
don't
have
have
a air
cello.
conditioner in our trailer and we have a humidifier, but we need cello, and you know most of his cigars don't have cellophane, and that's our only hold up for
Hmm.
carrying definition cigars. Oh, we also have the elevated humidor out of Lufkin.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So Kevin and they're great folks. They're part owners of Story Cigar Lounge in Lufkin.
Yep. We're actually gonna have them here on the show with us. I believe it's next month if I have my date memory here working. Um,
Are we?
Fantastic. We was on their show a couple weeks ago.
yep. It's let me double check my list, and yeah, they're gonna be on the show September 9th. So me, Chad, and hopefully Justin, if he doesn't bail on us again, we're
Bum.
we're doing a little fun, and we're actually smoking the Hellmouth that they produced for NFG this year. We're gonna smoke that on the show with them.
I got mine in the mail today, by the
Oh
way.
yeah.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
Which I haven't smoked that. You've smoked that, Pat?
I smoked one, and then I talked to her, and I was like, you know what? Hit the brakes. I'll save the others so we can smoke them on the show.
Because
So I've
they
only
didn't
had the one.
go to the main NFG. They were only there the night before when we were hanging out at
Yep.
Underground.
Yeah, they were the
And I didn't
showcase
buy any
cigar for
that
the.
night.
They were the
Yeah.
showcase cigar for the lounge event the night before.
Yeah, I didn't buy any for whatever reason.
Yeah, I met him about for 5 minutes that Saturday.
Yep.
Enough to get his phone number, and we got together right after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had something with his kids he had to go to.
Yeah, I think I don't think I saw him. Yeah, I don't think I saw him at all. I just talked to her. Now I don't think he realized that I saw them at PCA for about 0.2 seconds, but they were busy.
Yeah, you see so many people there, though. It's
Yeah,
weird.
they're just walking around at PCA.
Yeah.
Were you guys there this year, too? At PCA?
We haven't made a PCA yet, but hopefully we'll make one pretty soon.
Yeah, you will. I'll have to stay back and work.
Oh,
She said she's gonna make me go to Vegas.
I told him he needed to go. He needed to
well,
go.
we will.
So I said, I'll.
It's a sensory overload.
It is. Chad's been a few times. Last year was my first year going, and even knowing everything that was coming, it's still an overload the first time. It's a fun overload, but it's a lot. But we're planning on going back this year and continue going as much as I can. I'm not naive enough to say that I know I can make it every year, but I'm gonna try to make it as much as I can. But I know it's back in Vegas the next 2 years, and then it'll drop to New Orleans back for a year, and then we'll figure out after that.
Well, I hear we can learn a lot of good information just hanging around with a lot of different people. So that's what I'm after, education and all that.
You have, there's a couple different avenues. You've also obviously got everybody that's an exhibitor, all the brands and the products that are there trying to sell and showcase their products. You have the media guys running around, taking pictures, asking questions, doing interviews, doing short clips. And then you have the retailers who are floating around, asking questions. What are your products? And that mix of those three, you could go up to a booth and start asking questions, and they're going to start talking to you because they want you to know their product and their business. So even just through the natural conversation of the sales, we learned so much. You learn new brands, you learn stuff you don't know, and then even some of the guys that we already knew, you're learning new stuff. I mean, it's just a fountain of knowledge, just the amount of people that are there, and the whole premise is everybody's smoking all day long while you're talking all day long. It's just, you can learn just about anything you need to know.
Yeah, there were a couple days we got a dozen cigars.
I'm reading. Yeah. One of the things that I'm working on is my tobacconist for sales to understand more. And one of the things that the author of the book wrote is that you can learn and learn and learn, and you're still not going to learn it all because
Oh
there's
yeah.
just a plethora of information and history and all of that we're just not able to, uh, load our brains with. It explodes. So, but education is very
Yeah.
important. Knowing what the product that you have is very important because you don't want to go to a mechanic for a medical problem. So I wouldn't want somebody to walk up and ask me about a cigar. You got to know what you're selling.
Oh, for
and
sure.
uh and I'm not one of these that'll say this, that, and that. Just I ask questions. I ask really interesting questions. What is your palate? What is your memories? What do you like? Just all sorts of information, and then I can basically narrow it down to at least 3 cigars that I would pick for
Yep.
them. So
And that's the good thing about having a good.
And that's kind of like with our cigar. We have a personal relationship with each company we represent. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's just the lag getting us. It's all right.
But like I said, we have a personal. Yeah, a little bit of lag there. So we have a personal relationship with every company that we sell for. So like I was talking to Dave with Warfighter today, I mean, each company we represent, we have in our store, is I can call them, but right now they know me by name. They know exactly what we order. So we have a personal connection with each company we have. So it's not like that if you have so many big name brands.
Right.
It's the one-on-one relationship we have with a company. That way we can represent them to our customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those.
We think that customer service is very important for us.
We talk about it often, but this is one of those industries, and although with every industry in retail of any sort, you need good customer service, but with this one, the customer service is also part of your product because the entire gambit around cigars is built on
Mm-hmm.
conversation and camaraderie and bonding and time spent. So you have to have that in this industry, and the more connections that you have, yes, you get more knowledge, but you just grow naturally in the space, you know. So you might can. We've used the Nike reference before. Nike can have terrible customer service and still sell a product because they're what it is. You have bad customer service with a cigar brand, and people are gonna walk away and go somewhere else. So, having those connections with your reps of the brands that you're trying to sell is
Exactly.
going to be very helpful to you guys for sure.
I got a question. I'm curious as to what spurred the idea for you guys to go into this business together. And I don't know, was it like a semi-retirement
okay.
dream, or what was the story behind the whole backstory behind it?
She's got it.
Listen, don't mix a hot tub, a cool evening, and adult beverages. They don't mix
Wine.
well. Wine. But no, actually, you're on the nail. We wanted to see what we can do to supplement our income when we get closer to retirement age.
Hey, Delia, if you
So
can
that
hear us, I
was
know it's going to
the
lag.
main thing.
See if
Yeah.
y'all can jump out and jump right back in because it just froze you guys again.
It sounded like we wanted to
Okay.
hear what you were
Okay.
saying,
Yes.
but we couldn't.
As soon as you started explaining how you started, it started cutting you out again.
I think he made it to the button.
Yep. Because chit chat's not as big of a deal, but I definitely want everybody to hear their story. So I want them to try to.
Yeah, I'm just super curious as to how that even came about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it keeps kicking them out. But hey, Hey, we talked about Tony Rollins. It did it with Tony too. We have a whole show from Tony that we didn't even get to air because it kept kicking him out for no reason. So life is what it is.
That one was taped, wasn't it? Or was that alive?
The
think that
first
was
one,
taped.
the first one was taped, so we didn't have this live. I
We
think
did the second one
the
live.
second
Yeah.
one live. Yeah. All right, so
Yeah,
they're
we had to scrap
reconnecting.
that first one. Well, I mean, the production team had to scrap the first one.
Right.
I didn't. Yeah. I just had to show up again.
I see I'm trying to reconnect. It's just, part of it. But
Yeah.
I am interested to see to hopefully we can get their connection we can hear, because I want to know how they got started, because there's a couple different mobile cigar versions out there. I know a couple guys in the Longview side, not just Longview, they're kind of in the area um, that do it, and there's um, one or two that go do it on golf course style. And so, all right, let's see if hey, y'all back.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. So well.
So
We're country folks.
hey, we get it. When it pushed y'all off, I was like, man, the chit chat's not that big of a deal, but y'all were starting to tell your story of how you started. We want people to hear this part. So
Yes. So we wanted to do something for our retirement when it came up. I'm closer to it than he is anyway, but we went to Canton one day and he was smoking a cigar, and all these guys is like, oh, where did you get your cigar? Oh man, what are you smoking? It was like that the whole day. So we come home and we decide, it's been a long day. It was in February. It's been a long day. Let's get a couple of drinks. Let's hit the hot tub. And that's all she wrote. We just started talking about, hey, you enjoy this, and we could do something together. And cigars came about, and he started talking about names, and I said, we're pretty simple, so why don't we just kind of keep it with like Simple Man? So
Oh.
that's where it was born, in the hot tub in February 2025.
okay,
Love it.
We have 2 theme songs written for us. I figured, man, I get smoke cigars all the time, and I get free cigars.
I charge him for those cigars, by the way. They do go through the system, and I charge him for.
Hopefully, you're charging them full
I smoke a lot of
price.
samples.
I do. I charge her full price
Oh, yeah.
because I'm going to make sure,
I don't catch a price.
So,
If you got any samples, I'm open for free samples.
Yeah. So I'd have the easier chance getting a discount than you would, Dale.
Yes, sir. Or if you was related to us, like our son, Mama gives him a good discount. She don't give me that kind of discount.
Full price.
Oh, I love that.
So what we did, we worked on getting our license, which
Not easy.
was it was easy, but it was not easy. There was things that we had to do, but they couldn't tell us what we could do. They just could tell us what we couldn't do.
Right.
So we got that all taken care of, and then we started making phone calls and getting these cigars in. We had a gun closet that is now no longer a gun closet. It is actually, we built a walk-in humidor to house all of our products, to keep them nice and fresh.
Yep.
And then, we started tabletop. And after a while, we kind of got tired of,
2 10 by 10 tent with 2 tables.
Yeah. That got
very old fast.
fast.
Set up, tear down. Set up, tear down. Set up, tear down. Yeah.
Yes.
We had the first 2-horse trailer. We was hauling everything in, and that was our plan, to use the trailer, but we didn't have time to get it finished. And so.
But let me. I tell you what. This thing took off so fast. It was phenomenal how this thing, and we thought, man, I think we got something going on here. And probably about May, the Maybank Rodeo said, if you can set up a sitting area, we want you at our rodeo, and free of charge.
Oh, cool.
We didn't have to pay nothing. They wanted us to come in.
Right.
So in one weekend, we got that trailer up and running, shelves and everything. I don't know if you've seen our pictures. I should have sent you some, but we were operating out of that, and we have not stopped since.
Well, I'll show the only picture that I've
So
got on
every
here.
weekend we do at least one event. Now we have 2 trailers.
The only picture I've got is I'll show this one of one of y'all's trailers, just to give people a visual. It's the only picture I got, but this is what I see you guys running around, and then of course you got your little mascot Jack there in the middle. If I've got his name right.
Oh yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
So.
Jack. Yeah. That's the second one. That's M2.
Okay.
So we call them M1, Mobile Unit 1, Mobile Unit
Makes
2.
sense.
And believe it or not, we are already working on Mobile Unit number 3. So.
Well, that's great.
That is good. Growth and progress are always good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was. I think I said this.
So,
but we're interested in your guys' kind of perception and direction, because there's several different people that do the mobile thing, but because of I guess just the nature of it, every mobile cigar business is slightly different because you're going at it a different way. Like I've got, and I won't say their names at the moment, but we've got one that, I know of that literally just does weddings and corporate events. So, it's more of an Airstream, the whole brighter, sleek thing. There's another one that, is put on the back of a golf cart that literally is just going on golf courses, does nothing else. So it's interesting to see, because with mobile, you can kind of almost do whatever. So the niche that you're trying to push into is just interesting. It's, because it takes some creativity on top of just wanting to have some good business sense to make it work. And that's just coming out of your thoughts and your ideas.
Yeah. When, oh my gosh, when we was going this way, God was directing us this way, and then there was a bunch of stuff out there. We're talking. We do weddings. We do corporate events if they invite us to do. We do a lot of festivals. We do Oktoberfest. We have since we started in March 29th, 2025. We've had 2 weekends off on purpose. 2. We have run that thing every weekend. We're going here, we're going there. Now we're double booking. The idea is to get our name out and to get these people to see, hey, Texas is more than beef, and it's more than beer. It's cigars. So we take it to them. When we tell them we're Texas, we do premium Texas cigars, they're astounded. They're like, oh, I didn't even know, Texas had cigars.
Right.
And I explain the steps on all of that. And it's just, okay, give me that. Oh, I'm from Waxahachie. Give me one of those. Or I'm from Dallas. Give me a couple of those. The cigars sell itself.
Yep.
We're just the catalyst for it.
Yeah. One time I thought I wanted one of those big box trailers with they walk in and sit down and smoke a cigar in it. And, our horse trailer, a lot of our friends that do vendors with us, said, now, horse trailer is y'all style. Y'all got that marked down. That draws a lot of attention also. We'll do an event. People come by, just take a picture of the trailer. So we thought, don't change what's working good. We'll stick with the horse trailer. I got friends that had the box trailers. I got friends that had the Airstreams, and do it out of Airstreams, and everybody finds their own niche, and this is just how our niche is.
And
it works good.
Having different varieties is good, especially in the mobile space. You go to a brick and mortar, they build it up. I know I'm going to this place. I want this vibe. Well, if I want a different vibe, I go to a different cigar lounge. It's the same concept. You want it to be your style versus what the other guys are doing. You don't need to copy and paste people.
Exactly.
Right. And another thing is that when we're in an area that we know that there's a lounge or a cigar shop or something, we let them know we're in the area. We let them know, hey, can we have some of your cards? We're going to tell them, hey, you got a local lounge here. You got a local, because we can't be everywhere, but we want to join in with the brick and mortar and say, hey, this has been one of the popular cigars in this area. Here's your contact information. You might want to bring it into your shop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is a good connection point.
Yeah, we don't want to make anybody upset with us. We're just enhancing their experience in that town.
Right, right. I mean,
Yeah, to your point, they could be viewed as competition, right? So
Yeah,
for
and we
sure.
don't want to be competition. We want to
Mm-mm.
enhance their business as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so building that connection with the shops you're traveling around close by, that's a good way of doing that.
And we've had a lot of good response from that. A lot of good response.
Yeah, we hadn't had anything negative come out of that at all because when that's just going to even make their business explode even more. Because
Mm-hmm.
you got more people coming in. Hey, you got this cigar, you got that cigar, and
Right.
then when we know that there's a cigar that's local or in those areas, we say, all you have to do is look up the website. They'll tell you where your closest place you can pick up this cigar. You can call us and we can meet you someplace. But why don't you go to your local? They'll most likely be carrying it. And usually Warfighters is one of them.
Right.
Mhm.
Warfighter's a big boy in
Yeah.
Texas too.
Yeah. And let me tell you, shout out to the 7.62 Sumatra.
Hey.
Is my all-time favorite cigar to sell because it sells itself when you let them know it's the toasted marshmallow in the retro hell that gets them all the time. So I might not smoke them, but I outsell the smoker in the family. So
I'll
is
tell
that
you,
right?
out of
I ain't gonna
all
say. I'm gonna,
out of all the brands that you guys have mentioned that you smoke, when we had John Simmons on the show from Warfighter, which was our last show, we kind of got in this space, and from one of you guys commented on the show, and he kind of took a little segue and talked about, you know, the fact that you guys do this, and he was
Mhm.
talking about the 7.62 specifically. It's just such a good cigar. Um, and just I mean, it's tough for me. I like that cigar, but I kind of lean a little bit towards. Yeah, I think y'all might have an idea who that might be. That's commenting down there. I don't know, just maybe.
Yeah, that's our son.
Ah,
So that's the one you just got done smoking.
He's the baby boy.
Um, but yeah, it's tough for me on the Warfighter side between the 7.62 and the Garrison Rosado, which Rosado does. I don't know what it is about Rosado gets me.
I
Well,
like to.
and I do love the Warfighters. There's not a cigar that I don't like. And when we get cigars in, they have to be smoked. Where I have my son smoke them, I have my husband smoke them. If it stinks, and a good cigar should have a pleasant aroma. It should not smell bad.
Right.
It shouldn't smell bad. But if it's got a good aroma, it's on the shelf. If it does not, it's not on the shelf. I don't put it on the shelf because I got to enjoy it too. I don't want to sell a cigar that I'm not going to like. But the number one I have to shout out to today, the number one selling cigar every single weekend that we work since June has been our number one selling cigar.
What is it?
It's the Texas Cigar Roadshow.
TCR.
Yeah, that.
Everybody
Yes,
gets a ratio.
yes. There's not, I mean, listen, we do this.
Yeah.
We have some weekends we're working 4 days a weekend, and then we're always working a weekend. So, and we're just doing this on weekends.
Right.
We are
Right.
his number one buyer, and we're his number one seller.
Oh wow, that's
So, what is
amazing.
it? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
It's a good
It
cigar.
is.
Dave
So,
asked me, I said, how do you sell so many of
Fantastic.
those? I can sell it to a beginner or I can sell it to an experienced person. Everybody seems to enjoy it, especially with y'all's review over it.
Hundred
That notes of
percent.
honeysuckle.
Oh
Man,
man.
I
Everybody
tell you
loves it.
what, that's the
mhm.
one note in that cigar that I can't get over. I love that floral honey note that it has. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and
Tony's got
And I don't
another
think
cigar. I
Tony
can't
even
remember
realized
which one.
he
The same
blended it.
thing. You don't think Tony blended it?
Yeah, Tony Rollins is the one that blended that
Oh yeah,
cigar.
yeah. I thought you said you didn't think he
Mhm.
did. I was like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I said, yeah. And Tony's
No,
got
he,
a cigar that's got a
Yeah.
similar honey note in it. Which one was that, Pat? That I really liked.
Oh, put me on the spot.
Was it Joe's? Might have been Joe's
Yes,
Garage.
because Joe talked about the honeysuckle note in the back of it too.
Yeah.
I saw that interview.
Yeah, it was yeah, because we put I had to double check my number, but we put the Texas Cigar Roadshow at a 90, and
90. Yeah, that's solid.
and and what's crazy is
Yeah. He
it
got cheated.
it caught our attention because running into to Dave at NFG, and we were just talking to him, and he just handed us, and we're just like, oh, it's a project cigar for a show, which is fantastic, but most this is the TCR is an anomaly. Most project cigars are just that. They're cheaper, they're short filler, or they're not, premium leaf because they're selling it for the gimmick or the atmosphere. And that's not what happened here. And so we kind of started learning about TCR and then Tony Rawlings and Still City kind of backwards. And when they both said it, that Dave didn't ask Tony to make the cigar. Tony just them running into each other at Latitude and various lounges and becoming friends. He just listened to what Skelton wanted and was just like, here's a cigar. And it just turned out to be absolutely amazing. So it does not smoke or sell like a project cigar. It smokes and sells like
it's intentional
cigar.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and not to, it's a good cigar. All the ones that we do carry are really good. Like I said, I'm very particular about what goes on the shelf because we have limited shelf space. So we got to have really good cigars. McAuliffe is a great line. Love the people, love their cigars. Ohana's really good. We're fixing to pick up something else of theirs. We just got to wait. And, the San Jorge out of San Antonio. My son loves the Elegante, which is a mild. And let me just say, when we listen to these customers and we listen to what they want, you can 9 times out of 10 during the summer hot days, it's going to be a very mild or a medium cigar is what we sell a lot of, unless you're a die-hard Maduro full body. But usually in the winter time, that's when we start getting in with the full body, the bell ringer, which is a double Maduro,
I love that
really
cigar.
good winter, and and we sell a lot of those too. But and cigar is a seasonal cigar, and that's what I am learning from these
100%
guys,
is
and women
seasonal.
too, women alike. They love a good cigar. I'm okay with not smoking it, but
it's interesting.
We're very much like that.
There you go.
I mean, Pat and I talk about that all the time. We go through seasons. Like I'll be
like a
smoking
roller coaster
Connecticut's
ride.
for a month straight, and then I won't smoke one for 2 months. It's just like I go through slots of what I'm smoking.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is probably seasonal, like you're saying. I never thought about that part of it. I
Well,
just thought it was moods I was in.
Well, let's expand the thought. So when Henderson talked about my and your humidity difference and how we pick up different spices, right? Where Chad, you and I can smoke the same cigar and we'll pick up slightly different spice notes because we're north to south completely in the country. So think of that same aspect with what she's saying with the seasons. Throughout the seasons, your weather patterns, your humidity, your temperature change. So even within the same spot, wherever you live at, your preferences could change, just varying how things are going to smoke in different parts of the year as well. So you may or may not realize you're doing that depending on where you're at in your personal palate journey, but like that could have some influence on what we smoke at different parts of the year also.
What's tasting good?
Yeah. That's
sure.
a fun connection to think about.
Even if you take it a step further, what you just ate could change what note you're picking up also.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Dave Yancey says, I can tell what you've eaten by the way that you're smoking that cigar.
Yeah.
You know, that has a lot of influence on how you taste a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I don't know.
Well, you talk about a
I
brain
love
to pick.
steak. I couldn't even imagine.
Dave Yancey has a brain to pick.
Oh
man.
my gosh, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I talked to him quite a bit at NFG, and man, it was like, wow,
Yeah, he loves to share his
he's quite a
knowledge,
character.
Steve.
He's very knowledgeable.
Well, I think
Yes.
your son's trying to put in a backdoor order with you guys. He said he needs a bundle of road shows and he needs some Freds for the blinds this season.
He's trying to do it on the show.
He's posting comments about. I love it. And then
He's
right
dry
I know,
bagging.
he
He's
knows.
dry
He
bagging on
knows
the
it.
show.
You know, and he don't even have to listen. You know, I don't think we would be in this position where we are right now if it wasn't for our kids. We have 2 kids who are very, very supportive. I just got my daughter to start now. She's an ex-smoker, but she don't mind a cigar. So we started feeding her some cigars, and then when I told her what flavors we had, it's could you get me some? So now my son and my daughter, our daughter and son, smoke and give me their input and ideas. So they're very very supportive of what we're doing. So when we don't get to spend time with the grandbabies, they understand that we're trying to build something that maybe that we can pass down to family.
Yeah.
And
But she's more the flavored cigar smoker.
okay.
What do you carry in that line of cigar? Like, what do you have that's infused or flavored?
We've got the Tony Rollins. He's got 3 flavored cigars we carry. Then the Elevated Humidor, they got several lines of flavored cigars.
Okay.
You know, I'm not much of a flavored cigar smoker, but we have to carry them because we sell
Still
quite a
got
few
a
of
big
those.
That's
And
what
we
your
carry what
customer
people want
wants. Yep,
also.
that's absolutely right. I don't smoke them either, but they sell well.
Exactly.
Ask Drew Estate.
Exactly.
We are fixing to pick up. Yeah. Yeah. No,
Ask
the
Drew
Drew
Estate.
Estates,
It's their
the-
number one seller
You're
of
gonna talk
infused
about the one.
cigars.
Yep. Still has
60% of their 60%
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
their
We're
business.
fixing to pick up one great blend.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fixing to pick up one blend that's not a Texas brand, but it's faith-based cigars.
Okay.
And so we're going to fix and bring that as soon as he gets them rolled. He said about the end of September. So the one out of Florida is going to be the Gus One Bear cigar. So we're going to break our rules for Texas brand only for him because he's a good friend of ours and he's a great guy. And we like his style of cigar and think he's going to do a good job
Nothing
for
wrong
us.
with that.
Yeah.
But we're going to break our rule this one
Where
time
is he
for
from?
him.
Yeah.
He's from South
Okay, we just
Florida.
have to have a
down
little
by the
separate South
Everglades.
Florida area in your mobile humidor.
Yeah, he might be on the bottom
Yeah.
shelf for a little while. You know, separated on the
Yeah.
bottom shelf at first. We'll see how it moves up, maybe.
Yeah, we're really excited about bringing that on, and because it's faith based, and our company is faith based. Every step that we take is God led, and if it wasn't for Him, I'm sick. I'm selling cigars for crying out loud, you know. But it works because I worked in a corporate area for a long time, so I do the paperwork. I do the financing. We both set up vendors and venues and all that good stuff. We're just constantly thinking about new things and new ways to improve customer service, and it's working for us very well.
But in our both of our trailers, we have devotions written by a cowboy preacher out of Oklahoma, Bo Haig. We pass out Bibles, and we always got a bunch of little Jesus we pass out. So that kind of draws people in also because we do pray with people. We share the word with them, give them devotions, Bibles. That's free from church.
That's awesome.
So
And they walk away with a good cigar.
Win-win right there.
Charles Spurgeon. I'll smoke a cigar to God's glory, and that's what we
my
share.
kind of place. A little Jesus, a little cigar, all rolled up in one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We hope to have a deal about with Holy Smoke
I
eventually,
love
where
that
we can
name.
do more Bible studies, smoking cigars.
That's awesome.
Well, it only took us an
Yeah.
hour, but Justin finally jumped in to say hello.
Bum.
Oh, there he is.
Said, sorry couldn't be there. Loves the mobile concept. The name is great. Simple Man is on my top 5 songs of all time.
Which
Which
one?
Good
one?
question. Um,
Yeah.
I like Charlie Daniels' version of it too.
I am interested.
Mm.
I let my mind segue from this, but out of all the brands that y'all have, I'm personally curious to try the San Jorge cigars because I hadn't even heard of those. When you mentioned it, I popped over here and pulled it up real quick, and I see they've got 3 main collections already. So,
Yes.
Do you have a picture of the band, Pat? Because that
Yep.
sounds familiar. Did we run into them at PCA?
Yeah,
I
he was
heard
at
you guys
Yes.
say. So
PCA.
I'm wondering
Yes.
if I
David
didn't.
Skelton done an
I'm
interview
wondering
with
if we
him.
didn't run by their stand.
well, give me a second. I'll pull this band over because they've got
It was Carlos by himself at PCA.
Yeah, Dave. We ran into Dave and Tony several times walking the floor, but Dave didn't get a booth this year. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he said he's going to next year.
yeah, I think you
Well, Tony said
Yeah,
he's going to get
yeah.
both. He expects
yeah,
Same,
I
Dave
think
same
with
that's
him.
what I
thing,
heard. They
right?
were going to put them together.
They're gonna go together basically. But
Yep. Just
Tony
like
needs a
NFT.
booth for sure. He's got too much good stuff going on to
Yes,
not
sir.
be sharing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling it
Did you
over. It
find
takes
it?
me just a second to do this on the spot, but I got pictures of two of the bands on a quick search here. Looks like
I'm just
the
trying to see
Mm-hmm.
if I would remember if we
first one,
got a sample or
and I'm
something.
pulling these both because the style and the logo is the same, but he changes the color based on the blend. Uh, so I'll
Yep.
Yes.
One's a
Yes.
white, one's black.
One's a sombra and the
Elegante,
other
and
one
then
is
he's got a
elegante.
third one here that it's not one to load the picture. Legato. Um,
Yeah, that's his newest blend.
we almost here. All right.
Carlos, the owner, he's a real great guy. He'll text me all the time. Hey, how'd your event go last weekend? And he's a very good guy working with.
And he's from South Florida, you said? This is the
No,
No.
he's the
Oh,
one from
okay,
San
okay.
Antonio.
Yeah.
So here
San
is the
Antonio.
first one, Chad.
Yeah.
This is the Sombra. And then the
Sombra.
second one, it's the same style, just more of a white band. This is the Elegante.
Yeah, I don't think I did see them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Connecticut mild one, and the other one's a medium full Sombra.
Yep. Very good. Got a lot of great feedback on these cigars, so it's gonna stay on our shelves.
Nice.
So
Let me answer this question.
yeah.
Firewater, yes, our live shows is anybody can jump in and talk. So if you got anything to say, you are more than welcome to talk on this. It's an open show.
Does he mean can he comment or does he mean can he come on?
I don't I don't know. Well, I'll specify. So for our live shows, we have our guests pre-scheduled on here, but we do respond to any of our comments that are happening on the show. So at the very least, you can throw some comments over there. We can talk back with you. Yeah, some of our shows we do pre-recorded, and our live ones, we have our guests scheduled with what we're doing, and then we talk to whoever wants to jump on and talk with us. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's 20. You never know.
That's right.
I think I saw. The more I'm staring at this picture over here, I feel like I saw San Jorge's logos, but I don't remember seeing the booth or
That's kind of how I felt. Like it
where it
kind of looked
was.
familiar, but I don't remember getting any of the cigars. There's so many. When you go there,
Yeah, if you go
it's
back
insane
to,
how many vendors are there. You can't even wrap
Dude,
your head around it. It's
oh yeah,
it's just mind twisting.
I'm double checking.
you can go back to David Skelton's videos, and it's got a specific video just with Carlos himself
Oh, does he?
on it, so you can kind of see that interview with him.
The
Yes, sir.
Texas Cigar
Yep.
Roadshow. Okay.
Yeah.
I just checked my spreadsheet.
Yes.
I know I definitely did not get any of those cigars because I haven't smoked yet, and it's not in the bag left that I haven't smoked. So
He was right next to Fog Box. If you remember Fog Box being out there, he was right next to Fog Box.
I must have just walked right by it then. Which I mean, probably walked.
I saw his in the background.
Oh, here's Justin's answer. He said "The Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner is one he was referring to.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I must have walked.
Well, let me.
I must have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and they just come out with that cigar this year. It's just came out.
Okay.
So we were pretty lucky that we got to put that on the shelves.
I watched David's video, then went on to the final website, messaged him, and within about 2 hours, he was already texting already.
Right.
Oh, that's
hey,
cool.
What do you want? Let me send you some samples.
Yeah.
Yeah, and David, let me tell you about David. Him and his wife are so sweet, but he guides us in such a way. We really listen to some of his advice, and he guides us, and he has pointed us to several of the cigars that we've got on our shelf now. So we do really appreciate the info and the intel and the advice.
Well, back in October, we went to McAuliffe Open House there in Weatherford, and we went to the dinner that night. And actually, we were sitting, and we met David for the first time. And we were sitting at a table for dinner that evening at Riata's, and Tony Rollins was sitting next to us. And so David introduced me to Tony Rollins.
Yeah.
Then later the next day, was at the after hour party, and he introduced me to Ryan with Rojas.
Yeah.
And then that's how we got connected to Rojas.
Yeah.
So it's neat going to these events and meeting other brands that's at these events and getting connected with them. And like I said, David's kind of helped us, got us keep me on this right track with Texas brands a lot. He's asking about other brands. He said, stick to your program, stick to what you're focused on. So he's been a great help with us. He's even come out to Canton with us and brought us cigars.
Yeah.
Drove all the way from Waxahachie and brought us cigars to Canton.
Yeah, because we keep selling out.
Right. That's a good problem.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not super upset about that since you're his number one vendor.
Right.
He'd probably make a few trips for you.
And it's and as you said earlier, sticking to your brand with the Texas theme. I mean, I don't think people really understand how many of these rock solid brands are in Texas. I mean, yes, geographically you have a big space to play with, but it's still coming from, that one region, right? It's just so many brands that a lot of us already smoke are just right there.
And there's some labels that we've reached out to that they're already kind of big, but that's okay. We got still a lot of them we haven't found yet. We haven't sampled yet, so we still got a whole list of ones we're going to reach out to later on.
Okay, some more growth to be had.
Oh yes, sir.
Always room for growth because, like I said, we were already working on an idea for M3, and what is it? Horse trailer.
It's going to be a 3-horse trailer with a sleeping quarters to it. That way, we want to take a travel trailer with us. So we can go to an event, set up, and we're all right there.
Then you can crash.
That's M3.
To.
Yeah,
exactly. Her or Jack can cool off in the air conditioner.
At least take a nap. At least take a little nap.
That's him. That's not me.
Or one of us.
He will be the one.
He's the one. He's the one with the nap.
Out there, all the work. I'm the one. I do all the work. He likes to sit out there and kick back with a dog on his lap and smoke a cigar. And here I'm out there. Okay, here he's at.
Chad, now we know why it
somebody
pays
has to be.
That's right. She's charging him.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, in M1,
you do a little more work and you can get a discount.
I was out in front with the chair with him in my lap smoking a cigar, drawing people in so she can make the sale.
Right. That's what I think.
Somebody got to do the hard work.
Hey, so
you're director of marketing.
Excuse me. Talking about what you guys sell. Do you guys sell like any lighters, cutters, accessories, or is it just straight cigars as well?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. And we're working on it with our own brand on it. We're just stepping up to that so we can get our own brand, our own logo on our cutters and lighters because we just now got our our hats with our logo on them just a few weeks ago.
I saw a picture.
And we also have a beard oil that's named after us also that has tobacco flavor in it, scent in it. So some friend of ours made up our own beard oil we carry now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't.
That's crazy.
See, that one doesn't make sense to me. I have no understanding of why you would be interested in a beard oil.
Well, if you have a long
Just makes
beard,
it nice and shiny.
it's guys with long
It's-
beards.
You got to grow a longer.
Oh, you're kidding. I was like,
Yeah, full sarcasm.
guys like you and I don't mess with beard oil. But
Hey, you know,
I had a
we
long
sell
beard
them
at one
because the wives don't like the smell of the smoke on their men. So we get that, you know, and this is just a fluke. This is something we decided we was going to try. We've been selling like crazy. So I'm thinking,
awesome.
oh my gosh, here's something else. You know?
We just got them Sunday. We sold 3. We had one guy came back, bought another one.
Nice.
He's from Missouri. He said, I want another one just in case I run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just having fun with people. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while y'all are talking about M3, I
But yeah,
think we're going to look far ahead because Son says he's looking forward to M4. It's going to be an enclosed car hauler pulled behind his blacked out W900.
oh my God. He's spending money we don't have
I
yet.
love it.
You got to have a dreamer in the family too.
Got to.
Like the way he thinks.
My wife likes the smell of it on my beard. Yeah, he enjoys it. Okay.
But
get off.
The reason I'm glad, Gus asked that question is because if you're going to an event planning to smoke cigars and you're a cigar smoker, most of the time you're going to have your cutter and your lighter in your pocket. But if you're running into somebody that wasn't planning on smoking or left their stuff in the truck, you've got everything there to be able to handle it. So if they walk up with absolutely nothing, you can still hook them up so they can sit and smoke with you. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have a big tabletop cutter and a big tabletop lighter right there in our trailers. And then we also have some to purchase also.
Okay.
So we want to make sure they're fully equipped and ready to go.
Yeah.
So either way, you're able to create that experience for them. Sit down, relax, have a good cigar, which is the goal of basically everything we do in this space. Getting to relax.
That's all about the experience.
Yeah. You would be surprised at how many younger, I'm talking mid-20s, come in and it's the first time. And I have watched and studied and read how to toast a cigar, how to light the cigar, how to properly cut it, and to let them know the difference between the straight cut and a V cut or a punch and what would be best for that particular cigar. So I did a lot of research and studying, and they're just like, I tell you what, they ain't nothing sexier to a man than a woman sitting there talking about cigars, knowing so much about cigars and selling probably $100 worth of cigars. It's crazy.
And
It's crazy.
And I very specifically, I'll be careful in this statement because I will not say names on the good or bad, but we all know, because you're very right. It just is what it is, right? But there are women in this space who are out there for the likes and the pictures and the posts, and that's the end of the story, right? They're putting on a good face, but then you have women in the space who are actually legitimately marketing cigars. They're not so much worried about marketing themselves as it is the product and the whole gambit. So it's
right.
And there used to be the old stigma, like we said this in one of our old shows. There used to be the old stigma that you had to be a fat, old, rich, happy white guy to smoke a cigar, and that has been gone for a very long time, very long time. And so it's nice to see. When you have somebody that can come out there and break the mold, which we're doing a damn good job of breaking that mold, but it's nice to see. It just is. When you're out there doing it right.
Yes.
I got 3 out of 4 of those covered.
That's what I do.
Fat, old, and white. I spent all my money on cigars, so.
True.
Oh, that's funny.
Broke.
Yeah. If that's the new norm, I'm in.
Right.
There you
Fat,
go.
old,
That's
white,
good
and broke.
for you.
It's fat, old, white, and broke.
That's right.
But I mean, it's talking about stereotypes, and I very open, like even just to the point, of the fat old. We talk about like how long was it where it was like the white guy standard. Like if you're not a white guy, you can't smoke a cigar, like which was absolute
Oh, yeah.
BS. But that's it's crazy what this does, and this isn't like in the last 5 years. I'm talking about like we're talking about like long progressions, longer than any of us have been alive or smoking. But it's
Yes.
as progressions change, and I personally think a lot of that progression has started based on conversations and the friendships that you build
Mm-hmm.
throughout time, right? And this is an everybody game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us,
Yep.
it's like the old term, the cigar brotherhood. That doesn't really apply well anymore, right? Because it's
Yes.
expanded
Who's
past,
that?
right? So everything that revolves around cigars morphs over time. You grow the connections, you grow the community, you grow the world, and which what circle back now hundreds of years later enables people like you to go around and talk to the communities, because the whole aspect of this space has just expanded into what it is now. It's now a everybody's game. Doesn't matter who you are, what you look
Yep.
like, where you're from. Don't care.
True.
And
You know,
I
the big growing demographics now in cigars is not the white man. It's the black guys. It's the women. That's one of the biggest growing dynamics in cigars nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I
For
mean,
sure.
Yep.
you just look at, and throwing massive kudos where it is. You know, two of these three names I'm about to talk about happen to also be in Texas, but got and not to leave anybody else out, but for the sake of this conversation, I got three black guys that have become really good friends to us that are damn good cigar makers. You talking about Tony Rawlings,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you got Jamon Hackley with Definition, Eric Bay with Black Star Line, and that's just to
Yep.
name a quick three. Amazing dudes, amazing cigars.
Yep.
I mean, and there's more to it. Like, obviously, that list can keep going. Those are just, from our perspective,
Oh yeah.
three that have come on the show that we've met through conversation, right? And you're just
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so it's I don't know. I think it's fun. I mean, and Gus threw a comment over here. He said even Chinese people smoke cigars. Everybody smokes cigars at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. I just love it. It's one of the reasons we love this, and I could talk about this for 13 hours, so I won't. But it's it's great to see the expansion of what this product does to us.
Yep.
It breaks down barriers. It's
It,
a common denominator. Just sit down, smoke a cigar with somebody.
Absolutely.
Don't matter what you do for a living, who
mm-hmm.
you are. Just sitting down and enjoying a cigar with each
How
other.
much money you
Yeah,
make?
because
Nothing. Yeah.
once you guys, because men are so different from women. Men, they're constantly on guard. They don't relax because they're constantly, thinking about work or their family. And the only time that we can get your guards down is to put a cigar in your hand and get you to kind of decompress a little bit and to relax. And then that would be a time where you become vulnerable and say, and just kind of open up and just relax and be who you are without being
Yep.
condemned.
100%. We I don't take credit for this. One of the guys that started the show with me, and he hasn't been able to be on the show in a long time because our schedules are absolute opposites of each other now. But said that when you start getting away from just thinking about the brotherhood, it's friendship therapy. And then there's no barrier on what that
Mm-hmm.
friendship
Yeah.
is. You're and I like the verbiage of being vulnerable, because this is where you get to. This is one of those products that makes you stop and slow down to thoroughly enjoy it. Yes, you have the
Mm-hmm.
cheap cigars for your yard work or when you're just wanting to have them, but if you're actually enjoying a cigar, whether you're by yourself, you're at the lounge, you're at an event with you guys, it's making you stop and think and appreciate and observe the people around you, the world around you. Kind of just makes time slow down for a little bit, and I think we all need a little bit of that. Is the world just keeps getting more and more fast paced. So if you have something that can bring you back to reality a little bit, and to me, this is my
Mm-hmm.
favorite one.
You know, I've had people ask me, you know, we got several cigar lounges not too far from us. They said, "Where's your favorite place to smoke a cigar?" I have our backyard is nothing but woods. I have a 10 by 58 back porch. I sat back there with my two great pair of knees laying beside me sleeping. Our Jack Russells across the creek chasing some lizards. You know, she's inside doing whatever she wants to do, watching TV, whatever. We've got glass doors, got glass windows in the back. She's watching me. I'm at peace. She's enjoying what she's doing. I got my dogs out there with me. I
Yeah,
don't need to go to a lounge. I enjoy going to a lounge and talking to other people, but that's just my getaway, my slow down, calm down. You know, a cigar
Mm-hmm.
also has brought me close to a guy in South Florida I've never met,
Mm-hmm.
never got a chance to smoke a cigar with him yet,
Yeah.
but I call him my brother
Yeah.
yep,
over
Yeah.
just by the common love of cigars.
right,
Well, that's how we met. I
yeah,
didn't know
we,
this. I met this guy for the
Mm-hmm.
first time in person back in March,
yeah, we've
but
been
we've been hanging out for 3 years,
Mm. Yeah.
just
we
doing
met
this.
online in
The
a
first
different
time
cigar
y'all met
group, and
at the
I walked up to him and gave him a big hug. It felt like I've been hugging him my whole life.
yeah,
Like it was like we've known each other forever.
yep,
It's really strange the
yeah.
connection you can make, especially when we do this virtually all the time. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it's you feel like you know
And
somebody.
it's a community. Yeah, it's a community and a family. It's just it's a whole different kind of world because people are more relaxed and they don't
yeah,
have their guards up and they're chill, they're open minded, and they just want to they just want to talk. They just want to communicate and have a relationship, not only with their cigar but the people that are
mm-hmm.
around them.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful
It
thing,
really is.
my
really.
experience with guys in the cigar community thus far has been too that they're some of the most generous people I've ever met, and genuine at the same time. Like
Oh God.
they're not looking for anything in return. Hey, I just want to hand you 5 cigars and whatever. Just tons and
Yeah,
tons of that goes on in this community, which I appreciate.
yeah,
You know, me and my son, we got in fly fishing when he was younger. And one thing nice about that is you tie flies. You know, you're fishing with your flies you catch, and you see another guy over there catching fish, and you ask him, what are you using?" And if he ties his own flies, a lot of times he'll hand you what he's catching fish on.
Hmm.
Same thing in the cigar community. You know, you share the cigars with other people that you enjoy
Right.
because
Yeah,
you want to share that experience with them as well. So
mhm,
both of those kind of come hand in hand. As my experience has progressed through the cigars, we've seen that same camaraderie throughout the guys smoking
Yep.
cigars.
100%.
yeah,
because you build with people and you want to share the positive experiences you have in your life, and I mean that's where our conversations happen, and that's quite literally how me and Chad and Justin as well, um, and even Ryan. That's the big four of us. We met in other cigar groups online, started realizing we were posting about the same stuff, commenting on the same stuff, realized we started having some similar, opinions about things, and just started talking. And, we randomly, consistently do trades. Chad gets something he wants us to try, gets something I want him to try. And, there's several guys that we do that with, and that list keeps growing. You realize, like, man, I really like this. Man, that's my boy. I think he would like this. And you start the conversation, you start the trade. Here, try this, have some of this. It's just that whole bonding just exponentially grows. It doesn't really stop. It just keeps getting bigger and better.
mhm.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I
it's not
agree.
to be cheesy, but I quite consistently think that aspect is what helps you guys with your mobile business, is because you're going around meeting people, getting to talk to people, getting to share your knowledge, your experience, but you're also getting that back from people in the conversation as well. That then you get to take to the next person.
Yep, we listen to it.
It's a big snowball.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we got. Yeah, we got several. We got several that follow us around, and sometimes we'll give them a discount on a particular cigar. And hey, but you got to let me know what you think about it. What do you get out of it? And I do. I get a lot of feedback, and I said that's fantastic. Great, thank you so much. And I would tell Dale, and he'd say, I don't think I got that from him. I said, but you said everybody's palate is different. So what you may taste, they might catch on to something else. So I keep that in mind. So I get from different people and say, this is what I'm told by, because for somebody that don't smoke, nobody wants to sit there and listen to somebody that don't smoke, don't know what's going on. But I educate myself. And once I'm educated, then I can pass that information on. So, and it works really, really well. So, and I sell a lot of cigars.
So to go back to our trailer, M1, the original one, that's kind of my trailer now. The newer one, the bigger one, pretty much hers. With the air conditioner, she gets that one now.
Smart.
That's why you're getting one with the bunk bed, Dale.
Eventually, I will. That way, I can just take me a nap whenever I want to and go outside and smoke a cigar when I want to.
Yep.
Well, I know it's the time for us to kind of start wrapping up, and I appreciate you guys struggling through the internet issues we've had throughout the show. Sometimes it happens. It is what it is. So we're not worried about it. But I'm glad that we got you reconnected and we're able to plan this out. And it's going to be interesting. Bring you guys back on the show, next year sometime and just kind of see the progression of things that have happened. See what the mobile space does for you, see how it grows, see what new adventures you come across. And it's always interesting. So, and it's kind of simple in this one is just talking about the growth of the friendship. And I think y'all are in a great place to continue that aspect of the cigar space. So I like people that do stuff like this, so I'm glad you guys got to come on the show and talk with us a little bit and talk about what you do. And then, like we always do, we go off on the rails a little bit, talk about some other things. But so if anybody watching, y'all are out, especially in the East Texas region, look out for Simple Man Mobile Cigars coming to various events. As you've heard Delia say, they're very busy, so the likelihood of you being around and catching them at an event somewhere or posted up somewhere is seemingly getting higher and more likely because y'all are staying busy, it seems like.
Yeah.
So,
is there a place online or anything that you guys post your event dates or where you're going to be at what times?
We do on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, Dale does a schedule at every event, and sometimes we'll have something all of a sudden come up, and he would add in, "Hey, special alert! We're going to be, here, or she's going to be here." And but yeah,
We post it on our Facebook page. I usually do a whole month calendar.
Okay.
We had another event popped up for next weekend, so I just added that one to it.
So is that
just
Simple
look us up
Man
on
Cigars?
Facebook, Simple Man Mobile Cigars.
Okay.
Simple Man Mobile Cigars.
Nice.
Simple Man Mobile Cigars.
Yeah.
All righty.
So,
Well, everybody that was commenting on the show, especially Gus, blew up the show. Great stuff, man.
oh yes.
Always looking forward to the feedback. If y'all are catching the end of this show, in case you don't know Hollow Down yet, what we do is a couple days after the live show, it is reposted on the channel as an uploaded episode, so you can rewatch it, you can share it, you can still comment on the show then. Even if it's not live, you can drop comments on the show notes, and we still respond to those after the show as well. If you have any questions from us, or Chad or the Hiveleys, whatever, you can also email us at thehollowdown@gmail.com or find Hollowdown Cigar Lounge on Facebook, and we can answer your questions or link you up with Simple Man if that's what you need as well. So I appreciate it, guys. So we'll wrap it up. Go back.
One more thing.
Yeah, go
Hey,
for it.
Pat, one more thing I want to mention. We know you're a big sponsor of Cigars for Warriors. We are also a official drop-off spot
Oh,
for
right on.
Cigars for
I did
Warriors
not know
as well.
that. I absolutely love that.
Yep.
In fact, we
Yeah.
just
We try to support our veterans, everything.
and I have not. We'll be doing this video in the next day or two. We just concluded our summer drive because since we are mobile, we don't have a place to physically drop off. Now that I know you guys do as well, I love that. So we do our drive
Yes,
through the
sir.
mail a couple times a year. Everybody sends in to me, and then I send a big care package to CFW from Hollow Down, and we do some sort of fun kickback giveaway. Which and as of right now, we concluded with 554 cigars, but Madison from Ohana 262 has said he is sending a match box of some sort. So I have some more coming, so that number will go up. But I like that. So if you go to events, people can
Great.
still donate to
Great.
Cigars for Warriors through you guys. So I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, guys. And I know, like I said, I'd like to see you guys, come back in the future and just get some updates and see how it goes. But
Sure.
We'll have better
hey,
internet
there we
by
go.
then, hopefully.
I love it.
You guys out in Hollow Down Land, appreciate you guys hanging out watching as well. Y'all know the drill. Till next time, stay safe and Hollow Down.